Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Give God all the glory. My name is Anthony Dames, and welcome to the 5-Minute Facebook Ministry. Today we're coming out of the book of Luke, the 6th chapter, the 7th verse. That's Luke 6 and 7. And it reads out of the King James Version. And the scribes and Pharisees watched him, whether he would heal on the Sabbath day, that they might find an accusation against him. Again. And the scribes and Pharisees watched him, whether he would heal on the Sabbath day, that they might find an accusation against him. Now these, again, the scribes and the Pharisees, the church leaders during that time when Jesus was walking the earth, and they were watching Jesus. And they watched him. They were watching Jesus. They were watching him on the Sabbath day to see if he would heal on the Sabbath. They were watching Jesus to see if he would do something wrong, and that wrong was healing people on the Sabbath. So that's what they were looking for. And they wanted to see him do this so that they could make an accusation against him, so that they could say that Jesus was doing something wrong, that Jesus was a sinner, and that Jesus needed to be put down. You know, they wanted to get rid of Jesus. They wanted to put him down. They wanted to kill him. So they were looking for something to accuse Jesus of. They were looking for something to show people that Jesus wasn't who he really said he was. So when we look at this today, in 2014, we're doing the same thing, a lot of us. We're looking for a reason to accuse God, to accuse Jesus of not being the guy that he's supposed to be, of not being there for us, you know, and we are bringing accusations against him. And we continue to go on and live in our sinful lives, even though some of us, we feel a calling from God, or we know how we're supposed to be living for God, but we keep finding ways to accuse God of not being there for us, for allowing things to happen in our lives. We blame him for all kind of stuff. But regardless of what's going on, God is still God. And as the scribes and the Pharisees found out, that when they eventually did accuse Jesus Christ, and when they actually did crucify Jesus Christ, they were just fulfilling God's plan. You can't get away from it. You cannot come against something that God is doing. You just can't come against it. You may be an unwilling partner in it. And see, that's what the scribes and the Pharisees were. They were unwilling partners in fulfilling the prophecy of Jesus Christ down on the cross. So sometimes we are part of a bigger plan. And we have to decide whether we're going to be on the side of God in fulfilling that plan, or we're going to be unwilling participants like the scribes and the Pharisees. See, they were unwilling participants. They did not believe or expect that Jesus Christ would rise from the dead and walk this earth again. They did not believe that Jesus Christ was who he said he was. So they're looking for him to heal on the Sabbath. Now that just doesn't sound right. Jesus Christ is going to go out and he's going to heal someone. He heals cripples. He gives people their sight. He gives people their hearing back. He raises the dead. And they're like, oh, you did it on a Sunday. It's a sin. You got to do it Monday through Saturday. You can't heal people on a Sunday. And see, that's what we do today. We put Jesus in a box. You can't heal on the Sabbath. Jesus, you can't do this. You can't change me. I want to be the person I want to be. You can't tell me I can't do this. I go to church. I pay my tithe. You can't tell me I can't do these one or two things that I still like doing. But we got to realize that either we're going to be a participant on God's side in fulfilling his plan and being blessed in the fulfillment of that plan, or we're going to be on the wrong side and we're going to be unwilling participants. See, the scribes and the Pharisees never shared in the glory of being saved by God. Because they didn't believe who Jesus Christ was. They did not believe it. It never dawned on them who Jesus Christ was. Although they saw all these things that he was doing. And see, we do the same thing. All the things that Jesus is doing in our lives, we still don't believe that Jesus is real. Or he's capable, or he's capable of doing the things that we need done in our lives. Oh, he's capable. He's very capable. And let's make sure that we're on the right side in fulfilling God's plan. Hey, that's all the time that I have. Hey, God bless you. God loves you, and I love you too. Have a great day.